One with me, you, Kenny, has 174. Noel has 262.
Holy shit.
That's 250,000 views.
I know. That's over.
Holy shit.
And that's long form, too. That's a podcast, bro. That's not like a vlog getting that many. That's a podcast getting that many.
Holy shit.
We're really sitting on a gold mine. Like, I'm too lazy to make one this week.
Bro, literally. Bro, listen to these. 167. This is in order. First one, 167, 262, 148, 158, 145, 90, 160, 100, 148, 174, 137, 145. Then
Oh my God.
Then the 12-second clip, 47K.
Oh, the one where we were like, we're not making one this week, and it got 50,000 views.
And then 149, 148, 171, 83, 99, 172, 74, 74, 82, 100, 113, and then 70, and then kind of just went.
Holy shit.
We really sleeping, bro. Imagine every viewer bought a shirt.
With that being said, that'll just be
Oh, wait,
the
yeah,
intro.
was that an intro? Yeah, that was the intro right there. Holy shit.
Everyone watching this, go buy MogCast merch. Actually, it's probably not live yet.
Yeah, the merch is definitely not live, but we were just shooting the shit, and we were just like looking at old fucking podcasts, and holy shit, the views. Bro, the one with Noel has 262,000. I know. So Noel, thanks for the fucking views on that one. That's insane. That's fucking absurd, bro.
I know. And I was saying that's on a podcast too. Cause like you could expect, like you can make a viral type vlog and like you can see why people would click on it. But to get 250,000 on a podcast, that's like,
dude, that's gotta
big league podcast.
Yeah. That's gotta be like reoccurring viewers though, or something, bro. Cause that just doesn't even 250,000 people.
Or it could just be people looking up Noel Leva, and then our podcast is like one of the top recommended now because it has so many views.
Fuck, imagine if we did clips, bro. Imagine if we weren't fucking lazy.
I know.
But what is up, pussies? We're back with another MogCast.
It's the most lazy.
Episode 28.
I think is it 28 or 29?
Yeah, I checked. That's why I was looking at the channel.
Okay.
I'm in the greatest mood. I'm in the happiest mood I've been in probably
in about
fucking
3 months.
22 weeks, honestly, yeah.
Holy shit.
So, for those of you that aren't following, I decided to stop cutting, yeah, if you want to call it that.
I mean, yeah, you probably stopped. Yeah, probably
2 or 3 weeks.
Cutting, yeah, like 2-3 weeks ago, because you would be consistent for like a couple days, but then you're, like I was saying, let's say you were in like a 500 calorie deficit, and then you'd binge on a couple thousand calories, like you'd go a couple thousand over, and that would essentially reverse like 4 days of dieting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I was like at maintenance pretty much.
Yeah.
Or maybe even in a slight surplus.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I was leaner. Bro, when I was in LA, I was fucking lean.
Yeah.
So I feel like
and then you got a taste of that good steakhouse in LA, and
yeah,
like,
dude,
fuck this.
Fuck that. Before we get any further, guys, Anabar, there's the new flavor that we've gotten it. I've had 2 bars already.
I wish we could say what it is, but it's secret.
Yeah, we can't say it.
It'll be revealed the day after this podcast goes live.
Yeah, I think it goes up Saturday. But I will say this, Ryan and Remington, if you're watching, don't get mad at me. It is wrapped in milk chocolate rather than like white chocolate, and it makes all the fucking difference. It's so good. Fucking good.
It's so good. I'd say that one's my new favorite.
Yeah.
But I can't tell if it's genuinely better or if it's just new. But
it's like pre-workout, bro. We get the new flavor, and it's like, bro, this is so good. But it's just because it's like, I feel like it's literally just because it's a new flavor. Like,
yeah,
it's a new sense, like your new sensory, whatever.
Novelty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I would say it's definitely top 2 regardless of bias. Like, it's so fucking good. And the texture, without a question, is number 1. I took a video. I sent it to Hannah of me just like squeezing the bar, and it was all like gooey, like a soft cookie.
It's almost like it's like a soft cookie, like when you get it out of the bakery. Yeah. Like fresh out of the bakery, rather than the other ones are kind of hard and crunchy and crummy. Like this one doesn't make crumbs.
This one doesn't make crumbs.
Yeah. So that's why my bed has so many fucking crumbs because I bring my
You eat
antibars.
the antibars into bed?
Bro, yeah, when I'm fucking 5K deep, I'm like, fuck it, dude. I'm going to bed with these bitches. Bro, I wake up with wrappers all over my room because my fan in my room.
Oh
like,
no, it just like disperses them.
Crumbs and fucking wrappers everywhere.
So you look like you've got a serious fucking problem.
Yeah,
you wake
dude.
up, you're like surrounded by wrappers. You're like, what the fuck happened last night?
The cleaning ladies like are coming in. They're like, they have to clean my fucking like the crumbs and shit because there's like crumbs everywhere. Fuck. No, but they don't blow crumbs everywhere. I was just joking because that makes me sound dirty as fuck.
I know it does.
Also,
Milo's like on your carpet, like
he's eating the fucking cereal bars. All right. Also, guys, we're wearing MogCast, not samples. These are actual. These are the actual shirts. So we have what colors did we get? We got gray.
We both decided to wear the same.
Yeah, we both wore black. But there's black, gray,
and then this like sand, which is my favorite. And then I think there's one more. But I can't remember.
I'm not really sure.
But
we should have checked, to be honest. I don't know when they sent us all the colors. They all have the tag on them and everything, but we have no clue when they're dropping.
Well, they're probably waiting on us to like give the go ahead.
Yeah. So that's going to be on Young LA's website. It's going to be a special link. So make sure you guys are following all of our socials on Instagram. We're going to post the link, and then you guys tap on the link and it's going to take you to Young LA, but it's going to take you to a special
like subset.
Yeah, a special thread or whatever you would call it, where it's going to be the MogCast merch, and you guys can get that.
So you can't access it directly from Young LA website.
No,
you need to go through the link.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
So
to
it's
go
like it's kind of like an unlisted YouTube video. You got to have the link to watch it. All right, so these are like, I don't know. I thought they were gonna be kind of hard, like the block tee, but like rough. But they're actually really soft.
It's similar to the new shirts that just dropped. With the orange, and they were washed.
Yes. What are they called?
So if you guys got the new ones, the
wash drip tee.
Wash drip tee. Yeah. If you guys like, it had like the astronaut and the Chinese lettering and shit. Same kind of material. This is a large, so it's a little bit oversized, but at the same time, it's still like, I mean, it's hugging the arms. So
yeah, I'm wearing medium. It's like loose around the waist. It's oversized besides the arms. Shows off the gains.
It's also just got the clean MogCast in the front. So and that's how we wanted it. We wanted it we wanted it just like subtle.
Yeah, we didn't want like big James head right here, big Soosh head right here.
I honestly think this looks sick.
Yeah,
like I would wear this shirt. Like I don't know, if I didn't even know what it was, I'd be like, "Yo, MogCast."
Yeah, I mean, this could be in fucking Spanish, and I'd still wear it.
Yeah, everyone buy it right now. Gary's actually nice enough. He made us a shirt, found the manufacturer, and he's giving us all of the profit. Obviously, he's taking the money to manufacture it, but he's going to be giving us the money for that, for like
the profit.
So
yeah,
if you guys want to support us, there's another way right there.
It won't actually be live by the time you watch this, so we're half joking about buy them right now.
Oh yeah,
but when they go live, buy them right.
Make sure you guys are following us on Instagram and shit, and I'll probably post the YouTube link as well. We'll put it in the description or something. But
so what's been going on with you? And your eating habits, huh,
dude? Yeah. So I wanted to talk about.
'Cause I'm living with this.
Yeah, bro. Well, it's actually funny because I was telling Eric the other day.
You look vascular though.
Yeah, bro. Because I'm on 5K today. So today I did a 36-hour fast, which was fucking stupid. Okay, I was coming up. All right, let me tell you the story, guys. So I put up a Snapchat story.
Wait, first, what were you telling to Eric? Because you were.
Yeah.
I cut you off.
Okay. I was talking to Eric, and I was like, bro. Sometimes, and this is like low key super embarrassing. And I was like, yo, sometimes when I'm like fucking going at it, like in the kitchen, like no one's around, Milo's in his cage, like literally, I don't even want the dog to see me. I'm like in the kitchen, in the dark, bro, eating. And if I hear like, I think like you're coming down, I'm not joking, bro. I'll fucking dip so quick.
Damn.
And dude, honestly, this is so fucked. I take like the wrappers and I'll bury the wrappers in the garbage so no one sees in the morning.
Now that you say it, I've never noticed.
Yeah, no shit, bro.
Wrappers in
no
the
shit, bro. Because I bury them bitches, and sometimes I'll even take the trash out, even if it's like half done.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
Out. Yeah, bro. Because I was telling Ryan Ankrum as well. I'm so like
embarrassed,
ashamed. Yeah. Like I'm ashamed, bro. So the fact that I was doing it, and that's been going on for probably 2 or 3 weeks. Honestly, I went pretty far. I went like 17 or 18 weeks without really binging too hard.
I know, at all.
Yeah, which was like really good. But then as it got harder and harder, it was just like, dude, fuck. So, yeah.
Well, I think it's once you started,
dude,
like, making it acceptable, or just like, oh, I'll just binge and then I'll just like do cardio and like it's not that big of a deal, that's when it started getting bad. I think it was really hard for you cutting for like a while, but you hadn't binged up until that point, so you didn't even like think of it as an option.
Here's the fucked part. And Remington has talked to me about this because he's kind of going through the same thing. The fucked part is when, let's say you kill 5K. You kill 5K calories. You were supposed to eat 2,500, whatever. And the next day, you wake up watery as fuck. You look like shit. So then you're like, fuck, dude. You eat sub 2K, and then you do 2+ hours of cardio. Mm-hmm. A day or two later, you're normal. You're back to normal. You look good. Mm-hmm. And that's the fucked up part, is because you think that you can just kind of,
get away with it.
Yeah. And so the next time you're doing it, because this was happening to me, the next time I was doing it, I was thinking, oh, I'm just going to do extra cardio. I'm just going to lock down my diet. Right. And that constant cycle was just like, I like today, bro, I couldn't do it. And I just fasted for 36 hours because 2 days ago, I was really good that day. And I went to Top Golf with Eric because Eric's been trying to fucking golf. And
they have the menu there.
Yeah,
and
bro.
Out there golfing, and they're like, "Can we get you anything?"
And he orders, and I'm like, "Dude, well, if he orders, then I gotta order." So I just ordered
playing golf anyway. I'm burning off the calories.
I was like, "Dude, I'll just get the kids chicken tenders and kids tater tots, whatever."
Yeah.
I eat those, and then obviously they're super greasy.
Yeah.
And I haven't had something like that in 20 weeks.
Dude, I feel like grease when you're. I mean, I didn't diet nearly as hard as you, but when I was dieting, when I was craving food, I wasn't really craving sweets and stuff. I was craving like fats. I really wanted like greasy like burger and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I don't really, like when I binge, I don't binge on fatty shit. I binge on sweet stuff, so I don't really ever get fat. Mm-hmm. So I had this tater tots and these chicken tenders. I'm like, bro, that was really good. Now I want Mod Pizza. And so I was like, okay, we went to Mod and I was like, oh, I have a free pizza card because they fucked up my order one time. I was like, I'll just get one pizza. And then I was like, well, it's free. So let me just get two.
I would have already gotten pizza anyway, so this is just an extra pizza.
So I was like, let's get two. And then I fucking got the no-name cake as well.
Oh, geez. That shit's got to be at least like 300 calories.
Yeah, so that's the chocolate cake. It's like a ho-ho or whatever.
Yeah, it's like filled with cream. Yeah.
And then, so I get done. I'm waiting for my pizza. They bring it out, and they're like, do you want any sauce? And I'm like, fuck it, bro. Ranch, sriracha ranch, barbecue, all that shit.
Dude, that's the worst.
Yeah. And then Eric's like, oh, bro, this shit's about to be so good. Like, he was like, and then the whole drive home, we were both talking shit about, because he had a couple beers. And so he was kind of like just shooting the shit. And we were both talking about how fucked the fitness industry is. We're like, bro, like it sucks that you have to be on your diet like all the time. And like in my mind, I'm thinking, yeah, dude, you're right. Like, fuck this shit, bro. And so we go home and I'm about to indulge on this fucking pizza. And I'm like, dude, if I'm about to do this shit, I'm gonna do it right. Grab my Delta 8 pen and I fucking rip it 3 or 4 times. No. And I sit there and just let me get baked.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking slam the 2 pizzas. I had 2 boxes of Yasso yogurt bars. So there's 4 yogurt bars in each one. I had both those boxes. They were in the freezer. I had Anna bars, Rice Krispies, whatever.
Wait, so you had 2 boxes of Yasso. So that's
800.
That's eight total. Yeah. So that's 800 calories.
Yeah. So I had 800 calories there. And then I probably I didn't count. Usually I track when I binge, but for some reason I just didn't do it. Mm-hmm. But, cause usually even if I do binge, I want to track it just because the next day I could be like, damn, I really fucking had 8,000 calories or whatever it was.
Now I need to do 8 hours of cardio.
Exactly. I know how much I have to burn. That's a joke. Don't do that. It's an eating disorder. So
don't binge in the first place.
Yeah. And so then I'm like, fuck. So I'm having Anna bars at this point, Rice Krispies, just really anything I can. I go to bed absolutely fucking stuffed, like stuffed to the brim. I wake up around 5:30, and then this is when I posted on Snapchat.
This was Danny's.
Yeah. This is when I post on Snapchat. I woke up to take a piss because when you eat a lot of carbs before you go to bed, a lot of it turns into water, and then you're just constantly peeing. You're constantly waking up and peeing. So I wake up at 5:30 to go pee.
Wait, carbs make you pee more?
Yeah, I feel like, well, I don't know if it's true or not, but when I eat a shit ton of carbs, I have to pee. Like right before bed. It could just be because I'm eating a lot of food.
It's probably just
the food.
Yeah, you're eating so much because there's water in food. Like there's technically water in pizza. There's there's water in everything you eat.
Yeah.
So it's probably
not just
10 times the amount of
not
food.
necessarily carbs, but food.
Yeah.
So
or maybe there is really. I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I've just never heard
What's
of that.
the
I don't think carbs can turn into water. That would be nice if they could. Just forget about the calories.
You just pee out the carbs. Everyone's on a carb only diet, and you just pee out the carbs. So I wake up. It's 5:30, and I'm like, yo, I'm hungry. Well, I'm not hungry. My mind is hungry. I want to be I wanted to taste stuff, but I was full of shit. And I came out in the kitchen, and I was like, bro, I don't want Anabars. Like, I've already had fucking a million Anabars. I don't want protein. I don't want this, that. I fucking went on Uber Eats, and the first thing that I saw that was open was Denny's. And I'm like, all right, like, Denny's is dope. I was thinking, John Skywalker eats this shit all the time.
Yeah.
And so I'm looking through the menu. I get strawberry crepes, and then I got a fucking... I don't even know, dude. I was half asleep.
Yeah, I saw it.
It was like a sandwich, bro.
Of it,
yeah.
It was like it was like hash browns or something.
Hash browns and an egg sandwich. And I ate it, and then...
Hash brown sandwich.
Yes. And then, like, bro, and I'm eating this in pitch black dark. Because if I do this shit with the lights on, like,
that makes it real.
It gets in my head. So I do this shit in the pitch black dark, bro, on the edge of my bed, fucking crumbs everywhere.
Dude, I shouldn't be laughing, but fuck it, you are too.
Yeah. And so, well, at this point, I don't give a fuck because I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Next cut, we'll talk. But yeah, and I eat this in about 30 minutes, and I just feel sick, and I was like, holy shit, like, that was not worth it because it was Denny's. And I put it on my private Snapchat story, so really only about 40 people know this because it's like my private. I have my public Snapchat and then my private, which is like kind of close friends. And I ended up like purging myself, which I don't usually do.
When was the last time
It was last year in the Airbnb.
Was the last time you'd ever thrown something up?
October, yeah.
Was that after peanut butter binge?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Damn.
I did puke in LA. I did purge myself in LA, but that was because I was drunk, so a little different.
You felt like shit?
But I threw up cake, but I was also drunk. Like, I just felt like shit in general.
Right.
So wasn't necessarily for the calories. It was just because I felt so shit.
Yeah. Well, that's different.
Yeah.
I mean,
this was like a purge strictly to try to get calories out.
Right.
Which bulimia. So I'm like,
for those that don't know.
Yeah, I'm fucking like throwing up in the toilet, and I'm not a really good thrower upper, fortunately. It's hard for me to. I don't know if it was because I let it digest too long or what, but I just couldn't get much up.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. I've been too drunk before, and people have told me to like pull trig, and I know I'm doing it right. I'm like fucking fingering the back of my throat.
I'm going hard.
But it just doesn't like, I don't know. I guess it just got a strong gut.
Yeah.
I'm almost better at going like this and like forcing my, like doing the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like
you're kind of like
burp, like gag yourself.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. And I just wasn't throwing up. And so then I just went to bed even more pissed. My fucking fingers smell like shit because they were down here. And like I threw up like not even anything, and I go to bed, or I go sit in bed. I don't end up falling asleep because this is all I'm thinking about. And then I started watching Will Tennyson, and I saw that he did a 48-hour fast, and I was like, after his 20K challenge, he did 20K, so he did a 48-hour fast. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to do this 36-hour fast. He used this app. The app seemed really dope. And I did the 36-hour fast, and it ended today at 6 p.m. And I broke it with like bone broth because I guess you're supposed to drink like bone broth and like all this like easy digestive shit. So I had bone broth, zucchini, beef, and an egg because you're supposed to have a lot of fat. So I ate that.
Really?
Yeah. Because you're supposed to, they say that like your insulin is super sensitive, so you want to keep carbs low. You almost want to stay.
Oh, because it'll spike your insulin super hard?
They say you almost want to stay in keto for the whole time that you fasted, and then you can reintroduce over 50 grams of carbs. Damn. So I was doing, that's what I was planning on doing. Like I had these like keto ice cream bars and stuff, like zero carb shit. And I ate those, and I was like, bro, like that shit did not hit because it was like not real. It's like keto fucking ice cream.
Right.
Then I was like, fuck it. Let me try one of these new Anabars. So, because we had the new Anabars that got delivered today. So I fucking took one of those, and then it just, bro.
It was so
And
good.
then, I fucking knocked down 3,500 today in about 30 minutes, and then
oh my god,
yeah, and
bro,
I have
that's
the
what
text
I eat in a day.
and I literally have the text of me sending it to whoever I was talking to, and I was like, yo, look, this is in 30 minutes. It was 3,500.
Wait, so what did you eat in 30 minutes?
I'll tell you right now, bro. So after the eggs, I got Harvest snap peas, like a whole bag of tomato basil Harvest snap peas. I got those at Kroger while I was there. You know, like the dried snap peas, like they're like healthy chips.
Peas?
Yeah. So they're like the healthy chips. So that was 390 calories, and then I got Parmesan crisps. The whole bag was 320. I was doing the Parmesan crisp because I wanted to stay in keto. So, like that was when I was thinking I was gonna stay in keto. So I had the Parmesan crisps. I actually had 2 bags of those. Then I had a Kirkland protein bar, and then I had an Orgain protein bar, and then I had 2 Rice Krispies, 4 Anabars. So I had 2 of the s'mores, and oh fuck, I just leaked the fucking.
Oh shit! Wait, what time is it? 23 minutes or so.
We're gonna bleep that out. So I had 2 of the new flavor, and then I had 1 of the cookies and cream and 1 cereal, and then I had 3 of the keto popsicles, ice cream popsicles. So that was 3,500. And then while I was waiting for your Chipotle, I had a Hershey's bar that I had bought, like a Hershey's bar, bro.
Shit, just like regular
a fucking
chocolate.
Hershey's bar, yeah.
Damn.
Watermelon, turkey pepperoni because I was craving savory.
It's funny because some of these are like really healthy, and then others are like complete shit.
Because it's anything that I can find. Yeah. It's anything that I can find.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. You were just going through the kitchen and just scouring all the cabinets.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck can I eat?
And then once I finished my meal after the fast, that was when I was like, this is out of control.
Yeah.
I was like, no more of this. I need to reverse. So
finally, bro.
Yeah, it's long overdue, but
I think, wasn't it like a couple weeks ago I was telling you like, yo, maybe start like main gaining now.
Yeah.
Because like you're already pretty shredded. And I remember you being like, no, I'm not fucking
bro,
done.
it's the lower ab fat. It's just genetics,
true,
bro. It's
yeah.
fucking genetics. It's like
you wanted to get rid of that before you started.
I would literally think I'd have to be stage lean to get rid of that.
You were pretty close to probably like 2 weeks out, bro.
I would say the closest I fucking was like not 2, bro, like 4 or 5.
I don't think 4 or 5, man. Maybe 3. Let's compromise on 3.
All right. Yeah.
You were fucking like resting abs in natural light. Like,
and but for at what cause, bro? Like
I know.
My mind was like I was doing fucking 3 hours of cardio some days, like just absolutely fucked. So I had to draw the line. And Derek's been telling me like, yo, this is not sustainable. Like you gotta figure out something that's sustainable. And I did for a little bit. I got my maintenance up to like 3K. Because I was doing a little bit extra cardio and I was kind of I don't know what was going on. I think I was like building muscle. I was training legs again, and like I was building muscle because of the gear. So I think my metabolism was just getting kind of ramped up, which was good.
Yeah.
But then it still didn't help. So yeah, today I'm going to eat whatever the fuck I want. I'm going hard with guilt free. Tomorrow I'm going to do 4K. Then the next day after that, 3,500. Next day after that, 3K for the whole reverse.
And maintain 3K for the rest of basically the rest of the reverse. Now, like from what I've heard, the quote unquote proper way to do it is like, let's say you get down to 1,500 calories for a show, then your reverse should be kind of like the opposite direction. Mm-hmm. So you go from 15 back up to 17 for a few days, back up to 19 for a few days, back up to 2,100 for a few days. You like slowly step your way back up,
bro. And if you're natty. Like, natty guys do, like, 50 calories a week, bro. Because they're, like, they don't... Because, obviously, if you're on gear, like, you're not going to get as fat, I feel like. Yeah. So, for natties, they're literally going, like, 50 to 100 calories a week. And, like, reversing back up.
I'm sure it's for a number of reasons, but I think one of the reasons is because when you cut, your metabolism slows down so much that if you go and have, like... If you just immediately come back and binge, which happens to a lot of people after their first show... because either their coach doesn't know what they're doing or they just don't have the experience and self-control. If you go and binge on like 6K the day after your show, your metabolism is so slow that you're hardly burning like any of it. And if you just keep doing that, you're just fucked. I'm pretty sure that happened to Anthony Mantello after his first show.
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out to Anthony and also Zach, because Zach reached out to me today.
Yeah.
Zach texted me today, and then Anthony FaceTimed me yesterday because they knew like what I was going through, and they were like, "Yo, this is a slippery slope. Like, I've been through this shit. You don't want to do it." But Zach today was telling me, he was like, "Dude, like, I fucked up my reverse before." He was just kind of giving me tips, like if you're craving something sweet, try to swap it out for like oatmeal and maple syrup with like protein, so that way you're kind of getting more protein, you're feeling more full. He was like, he was saying macro dense foods. So like if you're craving something, you might as well have it be like something that's gonna fill you up, like oatmeal. So it's like kind of playing with your mind, because if you eat like, I feel like if you eat candy, you're just gonna only want more candy. But if you're eating like oatmeal, like, bro, you brought home that Chipotle bowl, and I'm full as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Versus like
there was actual like rice and beans and vegetables and stuff.
Versus I could eat a million Rice Krispies.
Yeah, but I feel like you knew that, but it was just like having someone else tell you was like, yeah, you're right.
And that's another thing, is like all this shit I know, but in the middle of the night when you're in the mode, like everything is out the window, dude. It's really fucking absurd. It's like, and I also think it honestly could be, obviously it's not an excuse, but I mean, I quit nicotine, which I've been off for about 10 days now, and I have like no more craving, or no, more than 10 days, like 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks. So I've had no cravings. I stopped getting cravings probably about a weekend. I was having trouble sleeping and stuff, but that was about it. But I have no nicotine. I'm not doing no FAP. So like, and
are you officially off? No FAP?
Nick? Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say I'm not. I'm doing no FAP.
Yeah.
So I'm not doing Nick. I'm doing no FAP. I'm dieting. So where am I getting dopamine from?
Yeah.
So the dopamine is only from the food. So I think partly that could have been.
Well, that's actually what I was gonna say, is like, when, like, if you're a drug addict, you're getting dopamine out of the drugs you're taking. That's why, like, if you're addicted to Coke or something, each time you like hit it, you want more because you want that dopamine again.
Yeah.
And in your case, like, yeah, it sounds ridiculous because it's food, but when you're dopamine deprived from not masturbating, not hitting nicotine, not really having anything give you dopamine besides like your phone a little bit, then dude, food, like really tasty, good food. Yes.
Sugar. Well, don't they say sugar is like addicting as fuck?
Yeah, it is super addicting. And like, there's good like reason for it biologically, why you like, back in the day, it would be good to be addicted to sugar, but now it's so easily accessible that's why people get fat. Well, people get fat because of calories. Don't come after me, Greg. But sugar is super easy, right?
Yeah.
And when you're so starved and you haven't been, like, when you have a more balanced diet and you kind of treat yourself sometimes, you're getting your dopamine every day. But when you've just been eating fucking egg whites and like keto shit for 12 weeks straight or whatever, or 22 weeks straight, then when you finally taste something that's like so much not a diet food, like, what's the worst thing you binged on? Like the Denny's stuff?
Dude, I would say no. When I went to that steak restaurant with Nura.
Oh, and you got like chocolate lava
cake. Remember I brought home that cheesecake, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that must have been 5,000 calories, bro.
That was super, because you gave me the rest.
I literally couldn't finish.
You were like, yeah. And I even had that shit, and it was cold and left over and all messy, and I was like, damn, this shit's so good.
That was probably, in my opinion, that was the worst thing that I ate in this whole entire thing.
Yeah. Well, because you had the cheesecake, and then you also had, there was like the strawberry cheesecake, and then there was also chocolate cake, and you had steak.
And you didn't even touch, I finished that chocolate cake.
I was pissed about that.
Yeah.
And then your brain, the whole time you were eating that juicy steak with like actual real fat in it, and then like all the sugar, like real sugar, not fake shit, from the cake, and all the fat in there too, and just the fast digesting carbs, your brain was just like more and more and more.
Bro, I almost
just think all that dopamine getting squirted out.
I don't know if this is true or not, but I think that at a certain point, your brain knows the difference between artificial sweetener and sugar.
100%.
Because I'll try to like, dude, I made sugar-free Jell-O this morning, because this morning I was still planning on dieting. I was like, I'm gonna have this Jell-O when I'm craving something sweet. Bro, that Jell-O is still fucking there right now, and I'm 5K calories deep. Like that Jell-O is sitting in there.
No, it just
I don't want that.
Because I feel like part of it, I could be wrong in this, but part of what makes sugar so good, it's not just the way it tastes. It does taste better, way better than artificial sweetener, but it's also when it starts to get digested and you just like, you feel all good and relaxed and you kind of get that sugar buzz. Like you don't get that with artificial sweeteners,
I think,
you know?
dude, there's got to be some type of chemical thing, neuro shit that happens in your brain. That
Chemical thing, neuro shit.
That literally,
New term.
something happens that you're like, yo, this is fucking sugar. I was telling Eric, I was like, bro, do you think, because he was saying, I can't believe people eat real maple syrup. And I was like, why? He was like, I can't even tell the difference. I was like, I know for a fact that you can tell the difference. I said,
I can tell the difference.
Yeah, bro, me too. Because I had the Denny's and I poured that fucking real maple syrup on that shit. And I was like, oh my God. Because I think it's because he's been eating his French toast with sugar-free syrup since a year. So probably a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, he doesn't even remember what real syrup is.
And when you say real syrup, you're talking about just like real sugar.
Yeah, bro. I'm talking,
but like also like real actual maple syrup. That shit tastes so good.
Yeah, you have that in there.
Yeah, and I eat it basically every day.
Yeah,
and like I would never swap it out. For
and that's
some
like what,
shit.
140 per tablespoon or something, calories.
I don't know.
Versus like
I haven't checked.
So it's like 100. Let's say it's 140 per tablespoon versus our shit is 5 calories per tablespoon.
I think it's like 50 grams of sugar per quarter cup or something. 30 grams?
Shit.
30 grams? 40? Something like that. Somewhere in that range. So it's a good amount per quarter cup. And I can guarantee if I did a little switcheroo on Eric and poured real maple syrup on there, you'd be like, damn, these are hitting different.
Yeah,
what is this?
1000%, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, if you have a Coke versus a Diet Coke, you could easily tell which one's the Coke. Yeah. With the real sugar, especially like a Mexican Coke.
With like actual cane sugar in there. Yep.
Dude, fuck. Sugar is a fucking drug, 1000%.
It's also, I feel like it's the texture of sugar. It's more syrupy. Like when you have,
it's thicker.
When you have Mexican Coke, it's more like syrupy versus when you have Diet Coke, it's just like water.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like syrup. The syrup's so liquidy. The sugar-free syrup is so liquidy, like it's runny. Super runny versus
you're talking about like the sugar-free maple syrup
versus like your syrup is like thick molasses type shit.
Yeah, and you leave it on the plate and it fucking hardens.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Damn, we've been talking about food.
If you guys are cutting and shit, fuck. Sorry about it. It's the winter. It's the winter.
About that.
Yeah, it's the winter. We gotta. I guess we're doing a little bulk.
I mean, I've been bulking.
Dude, this guy's getting fucking huge, bro. Have you guys, like, obviously you guys have seen his shit. Like, this guy's getting fucking massive. Yeah. So,
I've just been, like.
Well, dude, I gotta give it to you. You've been fucking eating. I haven't seen you eat like this ever. So, you've been, and that's been your main problem.
And that's why I've been staying up so late, too, is because I'll do a little mental calculation. And the difference between this bulk and last bulk is last bulk, I would kind of be like, nah, you're good. Like, you definitely had enough today. Because I would kind of like, I'd round up on stuff. But now I'm forcing myself to round down. And when I try to guesstimate how much a food was, I'll like automatically subtract 200. So that Chipotle bowl you guesstimated was like 1,200. With all the shit that I put on top and the queso and the guac, I would immediately bring that down to like 1,000 or even 900 calories. Even though it might actually be 1,200, I convinced myself, no, that was only 900. So then I add it up to the end of the day, and it's only like 3,000. Maybe I actually had like 3,500, but it's only like 3,000. And obviously some of the stuff I look at the labels and I know the exact amount, but some of the stuff that's harder to gauge, like a Chipotle bowl, I'm way more conservative with how I like track the calories for that. So I'll be up to like 4. And I'm tired and I want to go to bed, but I'm just like, no, eat more food, more food.
Bro, what about like mod pizza? Like they say like a pizza, like the Dominic, they say is 680. Bro, there's no way that every single time they make it, it's 680. Because think about how like every single portion is different. Like,
and the workers fuck up the mod recipe half the time. They put red sauce, and I felt bad because I called them out last time because I knew. I watched them very closely. I know the Dominic recipe better than the workers do. And she put the dough out, and before I could even tell her she was wrong, she red sauce right onto it. I'm like, it's not red sauce, it's white sauce. And she like didn't believe me, and then she looks at the sign, she's like, oh shit. Starts making a new one. So I know half the time I order it online, they probably add something they're not supposed to. It's going to be different. round that shit down to like 620.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Well, you said you only see the scale move when you eat like 3,500 plus, right?
3,500, I don't really see the scale move. That's like I'll get some fluctuation if I take a big shit or something or drink a ton of water. Like I'll gain weight if I drink a ton of water. Take a big shit, I'll lose weight. But if I just keep eating 3,500 roughly per day, I don't gain weight. I really need to eat 4,000 calories a day, which is just I have a horrible genetic combination of super high metabolism, relatively low appetite. I won't say it's awful because I can eat a lot, but it's not super high or anything.
And then a stomach that gets full fast.
Yeah, that's the last thing. My stomach is small. So
see, I have a crazy appetite, a stomach,
big ass stomach.
A big ass stomach.
Your stomach is just all right there.
Dude, it's a fucking hole. I wonder, no, because I wanted to say this as well. I'm not hungry when I'm eating. It's not the semaglutide, my GLP agonist, that shit works. I'm never hungry.
Yeah. So it's not actual the hunger pain.
Yeah, it's
and
not.
I was gonna say, I think the semaglutide works in terms of increasing feelings of satiation. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So it does make you not feel that instinctual hunger. But I feel like, and this is bro science, so feel free to correct me, but my bro science guess would be that your brain can kind of understand when you're starving, like literally starving, like your body needs food, and it can get around the fact that
Your stomach's not hungry.
It's like, yeah, you don't have any ghrelin, like you're not feeling hunger right now, but you're gonna die, bro. You need food. So it just like your brain gets hungry because it just knows like you've been starving for weeks now. You're going into hibernation mode. You need to eat like a bear before hibernation.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when you're going to eat again.
I honestly thought the 36-hour fast would have been harder, but I remember that I am on semaglutide, and I really only had hunger pains like this morning for about 20 minutes, like the whole time.
Wow.
And then the rest of the time, it was just like, oh, I'm so fucking bored. I want to eat. Like that was the rest. So so I'm not blaming, like, everyone's like, bro, aren't you on semaglutide? Like, yeah, I am, but it's not. And people who deal, because not everyone deals with it, obviously, because you don't deal with this shit. But like Remington and I will talk about it for fucking hours, where it's like our body isn't hungry. It's literally our fucking mind, because we're stuffing our face, but we don't like how we feel when we have distorted gut and, you know.
Right, but you don't get that same, my brain is hungry, but my body's not. You didn't get that when you were at peak bulk.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's your body sensing that you're starving to death, basically. Because when you were at peak bulk, if it was just because you liked food, you would be binging even at peak bulk because you like the taste of food.
That's true.
But when you were at peak bulk, your body knew you weren't starving. You had energy reserves. You had a lot of fat, a lot of muscle, like to sustain you. So you didn't like food as much, you know?
Yeah.
You had no problem. You were eating what, like 35 a day, 3,000?
Yeah, I worked up to 4K for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I was force feeding at by the end of the night. I was eating peanut butter and cereal for to hit 4K. Like I was struggling to hit 4K. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's crazy because I just knocked down 5 in 3 hours.
Yeah.
So
and you knocked down 3,500 of those in half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
That is so fucking nuts.
Yeah. So it's got to.
That's like 300 under
but I'm
what
not
I've been
joking
eating in a day.
And I don't want people to be like, bro, he's capping. I literally I swear to God, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck. No. It's funny because like now that like we have more friends, like I would say we're becoming more social here in Houston. So I have like friends around here now, and I'm like texting them, like Weston or Remington, and like, yo, because we're kind of all going through this dieting thing, and they're like, yo, how's the fast going? And I was like, oh, well, I just sent a screenshot of my MyFitness. I was like, yeah, it's going really good, bro. Like 30 minutes in,
you did, yeah, you technically did the fast.
I did the fast, and part of me was like, I was happy that I did it in the time frame. Like I even waited to like the last second on the thing. I was like, okay, like let's go.
Yeah.
But I thought it would really. Honestly, Zach even told me, he was like, bro, what did you expect? Like you're already dieting, and then you hold yourself out on food for 36 hours just because, like,
you're mad at yourself.
Yeah, like he was like, that was fucking. You were not gonna see results from that. So I think my brain tried to justify it as oh, I want to see if I can do it. Or
I think like obviously you'd agree with this. I think if for like health benefits, because autophagy from fasting, if you were bulking or at least like maintaining, I think you could definitely pull off a 36-hour fast and come back from it and not binge or anything. It's just the fact that you're already so starved, and then you're like, I'm gonna fully.
Yeah,
starve
I don't know
myself
why
now.
I did that. I really don't know why I did.
Well,
I
it's
think it's just
no,
because
I
I
can
was
see
so
why you
ashamed
did it.
after
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Denny's,
yeah.
bro. I was so fucking ashamed.
It's like repentance. Literally.
I was like, I need to punish myself.
Yeah.
And that's definitely not okay.
Yeah.
I had like there were tons of people DMing me and being like, bro, you seriously have an eating disorder, and I kind of knew it, but at the same time, I was like brushing it off because it was like, oh, I want to look a certain way, but
yeah.
Once I put 10, 15 more pounds of muscle on my frame and my maintenance goes up, like that's the goal. That's the end goal, is to have so much muscle that my metabolism is always fucking cranked.
Right. Yeah.
So a couple more bulks.
I mean, you'll start noticing it by the end of this upcoming lean bulk.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, damn, I'm staying kind of lean on like 3,700 a day.
Yeah.
Like way more.
I definitely need to take it slower. I need to take it slower on both ends, because on the bulk end of this last one, I went too fast. So I also was off gear. I was an idiot when I went on TRT because the DECA fucked me up, right? I went back on 200 tests, but I kept on adding the food. So I was the food wasn't going into muscle, it was just turning to fat because I had no gear.
Right.
I had tests, and then on my cut, I wasn't seeing results, so I fucking cut like 600 in like 2 weeks because I wasn't seeing results.
Right.
So I need to go slower, if that makes, you know what I mean? Like I need to go up the cal slower,
taper,
and
like how fast you taper up and down,
and lower the cal.
I mean, I was pretty stupid about my cut too, but I wasn't taking it as seriously as you were. I just wanted to look good for Mexico. When I did my little cut, it started at the beginning of May, but I was doing like 2,800 calories a day, and I wasn't really looking different for like 3 weeks. So then I was just like, okay, 1,900. I just picked a number and stuck with it, and I got fucking shredded.
Yeah.
I did that for like a month, and I was like, okay, I'm good.
I want to be at the point where this would be ideal. I want to be at the point where I'm able to sit at a certain body fat percentage, still look presentable, but let's say I have a photo shoot like with Young LA in 3 weeks. I want to be able to get lean enough for that. Or like there's a big event coming, like summer shredding is this month. Mm-hmm. So I want to be at a body fat where it's like if I do a 3 week mini cut, I will look really good.
Yeah.
So like that's like kind of ideal.
I don't want to recommend anything to you, but all I know is that when I took acid and walked 6 miles, I dried out, and I don't know if I leaned out or just dried out, but it was literally like a 1 day mini cut.
Yeah, you didn't eat, and then you also like
sweat all that shit out and just like moved my body. There's a difference, in my opinion, between cutting water to get drier and sweating that water out. You just look sharper when you sweat it out. Don't ask me why.
I've been telling, let's get a sauna, bro. We go halfsies on a sauna. It's $3,000. Ryan's.
We already have bad sperm counts from the gear. Sauna fucks that up even more.
Yeah, but we got lock and load now, baby.
We can get little tailored ice packs to go around our balls.
You've been using lock and load, right?
Yeah, actually I have.
Does it work?
Yes.
So your balls are getting bigger?
Yeah, they have been, but I haven't been using the full dose because it's 9 pills a day. And honestly, I usually forget. Derek recommends like 5 pills in the morning, 4 at night. And honestly, I usually forget the morning dose. So I end up taking like 3 pills after the gym and then 3 pills before bed. So I'm only taking 2/3 the dose you're supposed to take. But they've still been getting bigger.
They're getting bigger.
Yes, but it did take a few days to notice.
Bro, is it like an HCG? Like, is this like an oral HCG?
No. It's like one of the things in there is sunflower lecithin, which lecithin. I think I pronounced that right. But I know that people have said that made their balls bigger, and then there's other stuff in there too, like some plant extracts and some vitamins and minerals. I don't know. At this point, I know Derek knows his shit, so he just pumps some shit out. And he sends me an audio message saying how it works. And I'm like, makes sense.
Yeah.
And I take it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I was like, for the first couple days, I didn't notice, but I didn't think, oh, this isn't working. I just didn't really even think about it. I was just like, I saw the lock and load sitting on the counter, so I would take it. And then after like day 4 or 5, I was just like either washing my balls or something. And I'm like, damn, they actually starting to feel like my old balls.
Yeah.
Before gear.
Dude, fuck, I need that.
Yeah,
I need to start taking it.
Yeah.
But have you, well, you're still doing no fap, but have you like, so you don't know if your load's any bigger? That's pretty much what I'm saying. Well, I broke, dude, guys, I broke no fap one time. I've broken it once.
No, I broke it a couple times, but that was a couple
they were
unintentional.
They were unintentional though.
Yeah, well, I didn't. It's not like I went up to my room and thought I'm gonna break no fap. It was just kind of like
it happened.
It happens, especially with like
it's like a binge,
because it's so sensitive at that point, and you can grip with your hand however hard you want, and you can like when you're doing it to yourself, you can make yourself not on no fap in like 10 seconds flat.
Yeah,
it's insane
because you know what you like.
Yeah. And like all the little mini pressures and this point and that point, it's just like you're master, you know? So you're 10 seconds away from busting one at any point. And sometimes your willpower just gets too low and your horniness gets too high and they converge and then it's GG. So it's better to just like not even entertain the idea. You know
what's funny is the Denny's night. So did
you fail no fab as well?
after I had the Denny's,
just a whole day of
I was so down bad after the Denny's that I was like, bro, fuck it, let me just jerk off, dude.
You should have smoked some meth as well. Like, why not, bro?
I should have done everything under the fucking sun at that point. I was like, fuck it, dude, let me just jerk off too. Holy shit, dude, I had a story up. I want to say something, and I don't think you kind of know this, but I had a story up the other day. I did a Q&A on my Instagram, and someone was like, do you wear condoms? Which ones do you wear? Or something like that. And I was like, condoms suck, but if I have to wear them, I would wear the Trojan Ultra Thins. And so yesterday, if you guys didn't know, whatever, I'm back in the saddle. I was on Tinder, and this girl came over yesterday. And she's not on contraceptive.
She wasn't?
No. And
yikes, bro.
Yeah, that's why I went to fucking Kroger. So she's not on contraceptive. And she's also a Tinder girl, so in my opinion, if you're fucking on Tinder, I would just wear a condom just because of STDs and stuff.
Yeah.
So
that is true.
Yeah. And I was wearing the ultra thin and it fucking ripped. And it's so funny because everyone was swiping up on my story being like, bro, fuck those, they rip. And I was like, I've never had them rip. Like, they're pretty good.
I've had them. That's why
they're 50% thinner.
Yeah. But because I remember looking it up and I was like, are Trojan Ultra Thins just as strong as regular ones? And stupidly, I just believed Trojan's website, which, like, obviously they're going to say yes. They're like, yes, it's just as strong. It's like, bro, it's 50% thinner. Yeah. It's the exact same material. It's just thinner. Like, obviously, it's not as strong. So
it fucking ripped, bro. And I don't know, because I'm also, okay, so I'm on no fat, bro. I'm also on a decent amount of gear. Like, so I'm fucking going hard. And this is Tinder, bro. So I'm not trying to, like, I don't want to be a dick, but like, I'm not doing much for her, okay? So so I pull out, and I still pulled out because thank God I fucking pulled out. But I pulled out and the condom was ripped, and the condom was like all on the bottom. So like literally, like it was just absolutely destroyed. And then I just, it was like all over, and I was like, holy fuck, the condom just broke. And then at that point, it was all downhill. This bitch was fucking crazy, bro. She brought her dog. We had a lab. We had a gold.
I had to call while you were on the way to get Plan B. I called you, and I was like, "Hey, what's this golden's name? I want to bond with it."
Yeah, she literally had brought her dog.
And we bonded.
Yeah,
I gave her some treats, and she's a cool dog. Never see her again.
Yeah, no. I blocked her on everything.
Shit, really?
I unmatched on Tinder and deleted her Snap.
Damn.
She was like, I don't know. I think she was expecting to have like a relationship. But the thing is, bro, you guys are going to call me a dick. You guys can call me a dick or whatever. But she was the one who messaged me first. Bro, I unmatched, so I can't see. But she messaged me first. She goes, hey. Or no, she messaged me, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, okay, this bitch wants to fuck. So I'm like, whatever. I said what I said. She goes, okay, what's your Snap? We start snapping. She's like, come over. And I'm like, no, here's my address. You come here. And she's like, oh, it's so far away. I'm like, okay, then no come. And then she's fucking in the car next thing I know. She's driving over, bro. She drove 50 minutes.
50?
50 minutes. That's why she was so fucking mad. when I lasted fucking 4 minutes. And so that's why she's pissed, bro, because she brought her dog. I think she was planning on spending the night. Yeah. And I fucking listen.
Yeah, you did.
I told her, bro. I told her 3 times. She avoided the question 3 times. I said, "You're okay with not spending the night?" She didn't answer 2 times. The 3rd time I asked her, she was like, "Yeah, I guess that's fine." And then when she came here, she was still insisting, "You're really gonna make me leave? Like, you're really gonna have to make me drive?" I said, "Bro, I fucking told you, like, get the fuck
3
out."
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
I made it clear.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I made it clear. She goes, "Yes, I suppose that's fine," or whatever the fuck.
Right.
Weirdo. Whatever weirdo would say. He's like, "I suppose that's fine."
She said, "I suppose that's fine."
Yeah, or something like that.
Damn.
Like, I guess that's fine.
I would have been like, never mind. Just turn around.
Yeah.
If you say suppose, just turn around.
So she's like, "I guess that's fine." And then she's like insisting, bro. And then fucking I had to go to Kroger. I tried to Instacart a Plan B. The shit was taking too long, and it was just so awkward waiting for the Instacart. So I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm just going to Kroger. Like, I'm going to go get it. And she was like, "Wow, this was like really fun." Like being sarcastic, like kind of being a cunt. And I'm like, bro.
Well,
like,
you did bust in how long?
4 minutes. She said 4 minutes. I thought it was like 3, but she said 4. So it was she drove 40 minutes for 4 minutes. So
yeah.
I mean, bro, what do you expect? It's 10
And what does she get out of this? She gets 50 minutes plus. So that's an hour and 40 minutes of wasted time from driving and fucked up hormones for a month from Plan B and no orgasms.
Bro. Holy fuck. That sounds like I sound like a dick. But
I wouldn't. I'm not taking any heat. I would have been a good man in this situation. I would have been like, give me 10 minutes.
I was so turned off.
I'll be back in the game.
No, I was so turned off, bro. I wasn't like, bro, look at my fucking neck. She gave me hickeys.
Let me see.
Here.
Oh, yeah.
And then here. Like, what are we, fucking 13? She, like, what? That's how I thought she might have been a virgin, bro. Like, I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah.
But
and some girls are into that, but I don't like, maybe I'm just weird, but I don't like the feeling of getting a hickey. I like getting my neck like kissed and like lightly sucked, but when a girl to make a hickey, you got to suck pretty hard.
Yeah.
And I'm like fucking relax. Mm-hmm. Count Dracula over here.
She also like the whole time she was wearing her turtleneck sweater. Like she was literally
the whole time?
Yeah. Like she didn't take it off.
During sex?
Yeah.
Where did you release? On her turtleneck sweater?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, it might have been like rolled up a little bit.
All right.
And it was like on her stomach.
Damn.
Yeah. And then, dude, I was so scared when I pulled out and it was just like there was cum on her. I was like, do not fucking move. Because I don't know if this, like, that's the thing is like with Tinder, it's so sketch. Like, I don't know if they're psycho, if they're going to shove the cum up their, you know. So I'm like, do not fucking move. And she's like, it's okay. Like, just grab a rag. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sit still. Don't move. I was so freaked out.
Damn.
That's a fucking, bro, pussy is overrated, bro. I'm not, fuck Tinder, bro.
No,
meaningless sex. I'm done with meaningless sex, bro.
Okay, that is true. That is true.
I'm done with meaningless
sex. I
sex.
agree with you on that. But I was saying if you are going to use Tinder, which you're not at this point, but maybe you are. You probably will. Let's be real.
No, yeah.
You probably will.
Yeah.
But I was saying like, because the way you were looking at it was like, bro, fuck it. Everyone's on that app just because they just want like casual sex and stuff. So
that's what I thought.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Which no, it's like kind of true. I mean, some girls are like delusional enough to think that there's like guys on there for relationships, but like,
and there could be, but
if you weren't a dick and you put more effort into it, it would be better not just for her, but mainly for you. Because like, you know, I think the way that you looked at it, it's not that you thought like, oh, that's just the way Tinder is. Like, there's no point in putting effort into it. But I feel like it would have been fun enough for you to be like, damn, Tinder's lit. I'm going to do this again.
It was partly,
if you actually put like effort into it.
I think it was partly because I just wasn't into her. So like, I wasn't turned on. So at that point,
you also had been talking for like an hour with her.
Yeah.
So you didn't really get to build up any like,
and I also called you before she came, and I was like, "Yo, I'm kind of getting psycho vibes." Like she was like giggling and laughing at like stupid shit, and I was just like, "Oh, I'm kind of weirded out." But it's redheads, bro. It's fucking redheads. I swear to God,
they are kind of crazy.
Yeah, redheads are fucking psycho.
I do like redheads though.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah.
Wait, so what kind of psycho vibes were you getting?
Well, her eyes, bro, like, I mean, you didn't really talk to her, but
Dude, she didn't look at me. I was gonna be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm James," and she just went.
Yeah, she had like
I
a
think
little
she was
bit
embarrassed.
She had a little bit of psycho eyes going. She was like on the phone when she was like driving. She was hitting me with like little laughs and like, I don't know.
When she called you?
Yeah, and like she was saying that her directions weren't working to my house. Like I sent her the address and she was like, it's not working. She was like, I'm going home. Like, I'm not coming. And I'm like, okay, we'll do this another time then. And then like 10 minutes later, she's like, okay, I'm 15 minutes away. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, bro? And then like she called, and then that was when I was like, okay, you're cool with not staying the night, right? She avoids it. And then she was, at one point she was like, I'm 5 minutes away. And I responded and I said, you're good with not staying the night, right? And she was like, yeah, what's the gate code? And then I gave her the gate code
and now she knows our address and our gate code.
And our gate code, yeah. I'm not joking, bro. I fucking went out last night and fucking locked the door in the middle of the night because I forgot it. And I was like, I literally thought, yo, she could easily come back in. So I just locked it.
Damn.
But I mean, she lives 15 minutes away, so.
That is true.
And the dog, bro. The dog hated Milo.
Yeah.
Because Milo's like trying to play, bro. Like he's a little puppy, and this dog was like 3 years old, so it's out of his puppy stage.
Yeah.
And Milo's like jumping all over her, and she was just sitting there like growling, bro.
Yeah.
It was a shit show, man. That was a shit show. Past fucking week for me, it's just been a movie.
Not a good movie.
Yeah,
it's been a horror movie.
It's been a fucking. It's been a bad movie, bro. I want to do a DMT pod because, well, do you want to talk about it?
I guess.
Yeah, well, because he got his hands on
DMT. Maybe.
Yeah, we don't really know. I mean, so it was
fake DMT.
It's a vaporizer, right? How would you describe it?
Yeah. DMT is a Schedule 1 substance, so everything we're about to say is completely satire, because that's what we do. We're entertainers. This is all satirical. Just want to drive that point home. But we got our hands on some DMT, and it was like a weed pen, like a normal like a dab pen.
Yeah.
But they replace the weed oil with DMT oil, and I was like texting the guy I got it from, and I'm like, yeah, this stuff's a little weird. So I don't know if you guys, in like middle school chemistry or whatever, they show you densities of liquids. And if you have like a denser liquid and then you pour a less dense liquid on top, the less dense liquid will just like sit on top of the denser liquid. And that's what was happening in this weed pod. There was like clear liquid at the bottom, and that's the stuff being vaporized. And then there was like brown liquid at the top, like what weed oil usually looks like. So I was sending it to the guy. I'm like, yo, is the clear stuff at the bottom, is that the DMT? And then it's like weed oil on the top? Or is like the orange stuff, is that the DMT? He didn't know because he got it from someone else. Actually, no. Crazy enough, I got it from someone who got it from someone who got it from someone.
And that's the worst, bro.
It was a whole ass chain. So when I asked guy right above me, he had to ask guy above him, who had to ask actual top guy.
Yeah.
And then it made its way back down the chain. So for me to get an answer, it took like 2 days.
Yeah.
And
but you had hit it, and you thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like with powdered DMT. So okay, for those of you that don't know, DMT is the strongest psychedelic in the world, and it's what's in ayahuasca. So if you've heard of people taking like ayahuasca retreats where they go down to South America, DMT is the main active ingredient in ayahuasca, which is like this psychedelic tea that the shamanic tribes down there drink. And they've been doing that shit for thousands of years. And their culture treats it as like medicine. So it's very different than like the way psychedelics are perceived here. It's much more like this is plant medicine and shit. And you don't have to drink ayahuasca. You can get the pure DMT powder crystal and smoke it or vaporize it, and it is very, very, very intense, and you have an out-of-body experience, and you kind of like depart from this world. And normally when you smoke DMT, it's like 3 hits and you're gone. Like 3 big ass hits that you hold in until it's fully zeroed and you blast off into DMT land. That's like, that's pretty common. But I took one big ass hit of this pen, which is not pure DMT powder. It's DMT mixed with whatever liquid they use. And it kind of got me a head buzz and shit felt a little weird. And then I waited about 15 minutes and it was gone. So then I'm like, okay, Eric, I'm going to see if this shit's real. And I took one big ass hit until the weed pen started blinking because it was like done. It maxes out at 15 seconds. I had it on the maximum voltage, so it was burning as hot as it could or as intense as it could. And I was fully taking it 15 seconds, breathe all the way in, hold it in for 30 seconds, breathe out, immediately take another one until it blinks, 30 seconds, breathe out, and then a third one. And that time it was pretty damn intense. The floor started warping a little bit, and there were definitely visual hallucinations similar to LSD, but definitely not out of body experience. So I did not blast off, not even close. So I think something was wrong with the cartridge that we got.
Either that or we just have to take more. Because I took 2, right? Or did I take 3? I think I took 2 big ones.
You took 2 big ones.
And I felt like how you were saying, how Psych Substance was saying it's like euphoria.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I felt. I felt good. It's
funny because it's
good.
euphoria until you blast off, and then it's not euphoric or anything. It's just different world. You know?
Like I had felt like my head was heavy, and I was like kind of just like, holy shit. It really felt good. Like it felt like fucking like a social drug. Like I would do it socially, but that's not something. Like I said that to you, and you were like, "That'd be weird to do DMT socially."
Pull out your.
But like
DMT
that's how
pen
it
party.
felt. It was almost like nicotine.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you were to do just a hit or two, I don't see why it couldn't be social. It's just usually when people do DMT. First off, it only lasts like you're only getting visuals for 5 to 15 minutes, so you'd have to hit that thing every 5 minutes. But
and then you accidentally like blast off.
You fucking collapse on the ground. So I don't know. I'm getting a new one.
And I was
in
saying,
theory, hypothetically.
And I was saying we do it on the
joke.
podcast, like off camera, but then talk about it like immediately after, or we start
that
it.
I would be down for. Yeah.
We start it as.
But when you said let's do DMT pod, you were like, let's do DMT on the podcast, and I'm like, bro, one of us is just gonna be fucking slumped with our head down for 15 minutes, and then we're gonna wake up, and that whole time people are just gonna be watching. You're gonna be like on your phone, and I'm just fucking slumped over here.
But I feel like that would almost be dope.
Or we could just
speed it up or something.
Or just cut that.
Because you could still like if you were like maybe if you did like a cool movement, like they would see it.
I went
like they would see it. Or like I remember watching a podcast, Medium Rare podcast. They took down all their shit, but one of the podcasts they smoked salvia. Salvia. They smoked it on the. I think it's legal.
I think it is.
They smoked salvia on it, and I just thought it was so funny because it's like DMT. It lasts like 5 minutes. And you get really fucked up, and it was like
you said fuck up.
I know, yeah, but it was funny to see like that imagine just like, oh dude, fucking fuck dude, like I don't know, I feel like that'd be funny.
Yeah, no, it'd be cool if we sped it up. Yeah,
I've been telling him
I need to fucking hire a lawyer before I do this. All right, this shit is not legal.
Yeah.
But this is all satire anyway.
Yeah,
so.
And not that I would ever, but I'm trying to get him, I'm trying to get him, theoretically to take acid with me because I want to take it, but I'm too afraid to do it by myself.
Yeah.
So, but he says his brain needs a break because.
Well, it's not even that. It's not that it needs a break because the last time I tripped was like a month ago or something, but it's more just like.
You have to prepare.
You have to carve out an entire day.
Yeah.
Where like you don't do anything because like
it takes up your day.
It takes up your day, and so goodbye to anything you would want to do that day. Like no gym. So it has to be on a rest day for one, and it has to be on a day where I don't have any obligations outside of the gym, and basically I would have to eat all my macros, I guess, in the morning. And then all the way at night, because if you eat it while you're tripping, you can like puke. And it's just like a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
And it's just like, fuck, do I want another steam train running through my brain?
Yeah, because I was like, fuck, because you were literally about to give it to me, and Eric was gonna trip sit me.
Yeah.
But Eric's never done it before, so I was like, fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
If I want him to trip sit me, and I would honestly just rather want to do it with another person, so that way someone's experiencing it with me.
Yeah.
But because I don't know, everyone's like, dude, you have to be in a right headspace or whatever, and I don't know if I am. I think I am, but sometimes I'm not. So it's like,
no, I mean, I think you are. The thing is, like, I'm definitely overthinking this part, but it's not insignificant. Is that, like, I think what made LSD, or part of what made it so crazy the first time, is the people that I was doing it with had also never done it before. So it's like we were all discovering new things together, versus when I do it with you, I'm going to be like, I'm going to feel like the fucking old wise sage
you're going to be
in
like,
the
yep.
background. I'm going to be like meditating. You're going to come to me. You're going to be like, bro. I'm going to be like, I know.
I'll just have to do it with Eric then.
Yeah. Or all three of us do it.
Yeah.
Eric to take
that would
it.
be fucking dope.
Yes.
That would be dope if we did that.
Yeah. But, and you were like, oh, let's do it on the podcast. And I was like, listen, honestly, if LSD lasted 2 hours, I would be willing to do it on the podcast. But bro, for me to, it's like a 15-hour commitment. Last time I took it, it lasted 16 hours. Don't ask me why or how. And I haven't even tested this shit yet. So I don't want to give you something that could kill you. I want to test it first.
Yeah.
But
now, so summer shredding is happening at the end of this month. And if you're an influencer out there that is listening and you're going to be in Houston, shoot a DM our way, because we're going to be social butterflies, and we're having people over at the end of October, the night of the actual event. So if you guys
October 30th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to, if you're an influencer, and even if you're not, maybe if you're just a homie, we'll have a couple homies come.
Yeah, no, I mean, we don't care if it's influencers. Like, we're going to have homies over too. It's just most of our homies happen to be influencers.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying like a couple of like listeners or followers.
Oh, shit.
Should we do that? Like giveaway?
Yeah. We'd have to have them sign an NDA on our address, though.
Oh, yeah, true. NDA on the address and everything that's going on under this roof.
Yeah.
You can never speak of this, and you have to give me your phone before.
Give me your social security number.
I actually do, because this is obviously our house. I was going to say, like, for everyone that we invite, I'm going to be like, yo, no cameras. Like, let's just all vibe. Like, obviously, you can take a fucking photo and, like, of Snapchat video or whatever. But, like, I'm not trying to have motherfuckers vlogging and like, let's just all vibe.
Or we just... Every person that comes in, NDA, 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 NDA. And then they get to the table, and it's MDMA. Just covering the table.
Just a shit ton of Molly, bro.
Yeah.
And you can never speak of it.
Yep. That would be great. Pretty sure that's what the super rich parties are like, the billionaire parties.
Yeah.
I've heard it's just drug-fueled orgies.
Well,
Sounds pretty dope.
I know, I really don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I'm going to say it anyways. I know Danny Duncan has all the girls that he fucks on NDA.
I don't see why that would be bad to say.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, every single girl, which I assume a lot of these guys do. Like I know Rice Gum, his old girlfriend, Abby Ray.
Yeah.
Or, is that her name? Abby Ray? I'm not really sure. He had her sign a thing as they were starting dating. He was like, whatever money you make from this point on, 50% of it is mine or something like that. I don't know if that's the actual thing, but
the
like
rest of her life.
Yeah, because she was a nobody before she started dating Rice Gum. Damn. And so she got all this clout, and like 'cause she was hot, she got all this clout, like all this money and shit. And now Rice Gum literally owns like half her, and they broke up. So now he's still
for life.
I think I have no clue. I don't know the actual details, but I know there was something like with like signing some bullshit off like that. So, jeez, bro. Dude, I have a buddy. I'm not gonna dox him, obviously, but he's an influencer. He told me that he slept, and he's just like absolutely popped off, like kind of around the same time as us. And he's told me that in the last month he's slept with 8 different girls, and he got a call today that someone that he's been with has an STD.
Chlamydia?
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Yeah.
Just take a pill.
Yeah. So, and he was saying like,
my biggest fear was always herpes.
Yeah.
Because HIV is not that common.
And herpes never goes away.
And herpes is common, and it never goes away. That's what fucking scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. I get cold sores. So like whenever I have like when I used to be with Avery, like if I had a cold sore, I would never kiss her and I'd never go down because that I'm pretty sure like if
that
you
is
have,
herpes, yeah.
Yeah, if you get a cold sore and then you
eat a girl out.
Yeah, or if they have a cold sore and they suck your dick, like you'll get genital. It will go from
oral.
It'll literally be
genital,
like
genital.
So, and
I thought it was 2 different strains though. Is it?
I don't. But I know of.
But that does sound right.
But I know of a girl who got eaten out by a guy and literally has genital herpes now.
You know what's weird though is like genital herpes. When you get a breakout, it can happen on like your leg or your arm. Like you can get a breakout, you can get like sores on like your leg and stuff. I don't know about your arm to be honest, but I know you can happen on like your calf, which is weird.
Damn.
Yeah. You brush up against someone else to get fucking herpes.
Fuck.
But there's stuff you can take. It's called Valtrex or some shit. Starts with a V.
Is it like actually bad?
What?
Like,
herpes?
yeah.
I mean, it's just painful and nobody wants it.
Okay.
So,
okay. Like I was like, what is it? Just bumps or is it fucking burn or something like that? I'm pretty sure chlamydia.
Yeah,
burns.
Valtrex.
Chlamydia burns the shit out of you.
It's just itchy. It's just really itchy. Damn, we just unanimously decided to be silent.
Bro, there's hella people. Bro,
what?
There's gonna be so many people. Yo, it's Ass Appreciation Week.
It is?
Yeah. So go appreciate some ass, guys. Go appreciate some ass, and for all my females out there, that goes for you too. Eat your man's ass. Oh, bro, I had a story up on the same fucking Q&A story that people were like, bro, you don't actually get your ass ate, right? Yeah, I fucking do, and it feels good, so don't knock it till you try it. People
I'd be down.
People are like, bro, pause.
I need some more time.
They're like, pause. No, you pause.
I think, yeah. I think the gear's making me open to having my ass ate.
Yeah, it's usually how that works. Dude, I'm so excited to finally start having fucking good workouts again. I'm gonna start hitting. Nah, I probably won't hit PR. I mean, 2 days ago I did 315, but I'm bench. But that's like I've done that a million times now.
Wait, you hit 315 2 days ago on bench?
Yeah.
In this much of a deficit?
Yeah.
Damn, that's pretty good. Was it super hard?
It was one of the harder times, yeah, for sure. But now that I get all this food and stuff, I might start like deadlifting again and like squatting and shit. I've actually been meaning to squat, but
dude, Smith squat has been so fucking nice.
Dude, my compound has been leg press lately, and it fucking blows my shit up.
Yeah,
because I'm still easing back. I'm kind of easing back into it, but mostly my legs are like back to normal. So that's what my main thing that I'm so happy about is I'm going to start eating my calories earlier in the day. Because for fucking 20 weeks, literally 20 weeks, I've been eating the same breakfast that was like around 300 to 400 calories before my workout. So that's what I was working out on whilst still doing my like 20 minutes of cardio before I train at the gym. Because I like to do my cardio before just because it makes me sweat and like gets me warmed up. So I was eating like 400 calories, doing my cardio, and then training. Like, you could imagine how fucking shitty my sessions were. So now that I'm going to have this food, like, I'm so excited, bro.
Yeah.
It made me literally hate training. Like, I was literally just, at that point, I was going in there for a pump, doing my cardio for 20 minutes, and doing an hour of lifting, and then getting a pump and looking at girls.
All right. We agreed.
Yeah.
Before this podcast
we were going to
started,
make it a short one.
Yeah, we were like, let's actually keep it an hour. And it's already an hour 15, so we already failed. And
it wasn't dull at all, so.
No, it was a really funny one. And it's already midnight. We haven't been doing late pods recently because they just kind of
fuck us
suck sometimes. Like, they don't suck to listen to, they just suck to do because it's like, fuck, then I get done editing them at like 2 a.m. So, we're going to cut it off here, but next week, we're sorry for that little break last week. We just got lazy.
Yeah, honestly, we we didn't want to put out, like, it was, none of us said anything. Because usually we'll be like, oh, bro, we have to do a pod. I didn't say anything and he didn't say anything, which told us.
We both just ignored it.
Yeah, which told me, yo, he doesn't want to do one. I don't want to do one. It would be a shit fucking force. It would be a force of a podcast, so we didn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. Dude, I don't know if it's the food, because I'm on 0 Adderall, 0 stims. I don't know if it's the food, but I'm fucking energized as shit.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're just in a good mood.
Yeah.
I feel like your dopamine is it's dripping out just like it would on Adderall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I got my dopamine from, is Adderall and food, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up, guys. Freaking Anabar new flavor. I don't know when it's dropping.
Tomorrow, the day after you see this.
I don't know if it's dropping that day though. They're announcing it that day, but it's dropping later on.
Ah, fuck it.
Yeah, but
I don't know. There's other good flavors.
Freaking, and we got the freaking shirts too and everything. So you guys,
shirts are coming sometime. Vical's coming sometime. New Anabar flavors coming sometime. Just wait on it, man.
Yeah, just wait. All right.
And if you want to support us individually, you can use code JAM or code Soosh at checkout on Young LA and Gorilla Mind. Thank you very much. Oh, and Regiment.
Oh yeah, we're both wearing Regiment.
Yeah, we are. I don't just wear this for videos or stuff. I actually, you see,
yeah,
you
dude,
see
I don't
me.
take mine off. It's
yeah,
stainless
I wear
steel
this every day.
It's stainless steel.
It is. I take it out before showers because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's stainless steel.
Okay.
So I shower with it and everything. I don't take it off. I do too. I wear
got
2
such
of
a
them.
bad adductor cramp.
I like wearing 2 of them to make it look like almost like a mesh chain.
I like that, but I've been just rocking. What's this one?
Slytherin.
Yeah, that's right. And then I don't know what the official name of this one is.
Oh, it's I think it's the Coachella. I think, or like it's like the, I don't know. It's like a festival name.
Okay, well, it is simply a triangle.
Yeah,
but I really like it. So I've been wearing these 2 a lot. I do have to experiment with the other ones though, because I do like the way you got them stacked up there.
Yeah,
but yeah. So if you wanna,
that's your Donnie shit.
Yeah,
so.
we should put Regiment in the description, but you can support us with Regiment. Same codes, and Young LA, Gorilla. You can use Amino Asylum code JAM.
Get the Gorilla protein, guys. I'm pretty sure it's still in stock and it's fucking good.
It is good. It does taste really good. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. We will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Peace.